be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got... It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash and look. But the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Replay.
Now this is Kelsey, a tight end carry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mostert. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally down at the 9-yard line. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 54 yards on the ground. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Wendell Smallwood, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. A first carry now for Rex Burkhead. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
30 days.
Crunch time, defense.
Spot. 80 weapon.
Spot. No. Switch.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. It's a big run that time by Henry. 51 yards on the ground. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
A first down carry for Henry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Derrick Henry. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Yellow. There's a little lady.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelce. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Kelce, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends. Attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason. And that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field.
Yellow.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelce. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now Mostert. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
22 yards there, a first down. This is Mostert. And he's got some space here. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd and 1, Tannehill. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
Go!
What do you want?
Running from the gun with Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
15 line. 15 line.
It's serious right here. We got to step it up. Watch twins. Watch twins.
Ready?
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Tannehill. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. Early lead in that one for the Packers. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On second down, here's Henry. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Tannehill on first down. That's the rookie with the catch, A.J. Brown. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. They'll run on first down. It's Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Darren Lee make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Watch out for Hill on the return. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Hey, Charlie, let's go. Let's go.
On first down, Tannehill. And Walker has it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill, and caught by Henry. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's Tannehill. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. Tannehill throwing again. His throw incomplete. He was looking for the rookie A.J. Brown there, and it's third down. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Touchdown, Tennessee! And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays before you even get to thinking about the...
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And again this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And now offensively it's third and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 6 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down. Here's Tannehill. And he locates Walker, complete. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
On first down, Henry. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. It's a big run there by Henry. 41 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Hey, team 6.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a tight game after punting last time. We'll see if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back now in Nashville, all even as we get ready to start the 4th. And an alley to run. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now they try the right side here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And a short gain down to about the 33. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Well, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Ready.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He gets it to Humphries. A gain of 6 there on first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
This is Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Kill. Hey, switch gears.
Henry. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's bring it.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Kill.
Topper.
Shoot.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike's 50. Watch the run. Mike's 50. I'm coming.
Hey, Haywood!
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Mike's 50.
Say go.
Now Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now it's Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
We go! 90 Wolf!
Get this.
Go, go. Yes, yes.
Mike 50. Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Tannehill now to throw. Going deep for Walker. That's caught inside the 20. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
64, weak. Let's go.
Again, it's Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And they go the wrong way here, knocked back to the 20. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock.
A 37-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Ready, set.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown will win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
80 weapons.
2. The second down run for Burkhead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help the running game as well.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
10-2 stop.
Brings up second and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Look at me, zipper.
First throw in overtime for Tannehill. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Now that's caught at the 25. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
Come on, D. Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? Woo-hoo! Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Man, I got you. Hey, Mike's 50.
Hey, Alpha.
Come on, D. Hey, check.
Go.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. Decision to be made on fourth and just a few inches in overtime. What do you do?
I know you've got to weigh it out as a head coach, because if you don't get it, you've turned it over in a great spot for the opposition to go down and win the game. But fourth and inches, I think what most teams do is they say, if we can't get inches, we don't deserve to win anyway.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
Kill.
General West.
They snap it to Tannehill. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
On the set.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, 50's the mic, 50's the mic. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Smooth. Hey, big grip.
They'll run on first down. Henry, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Slam.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, high 7. Go.
On first down, it's Henry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll run with Henry. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. The kick by Marr is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's